I'm Naomi Hopple, and this is Vibrant Sunshine Behind the Scenes. Join me as I grow my organic cold-pressed juicery to the next level. Thanks for being here. We are officially open for business in Aspinwall at Vibrant Sunshine Juicery Cafe. Vibrant Sunshine offers everything the Pittsburgh Juice Company offers in our teeny tiny 10-year-old Lawrenceville store, but it's an enhanced version aside from our Lawrenceville Pittsburgh Juice Company offerings, which are essentially bottled juices and smoothies, smoothie bowls, and some prepackaged foods. At the new cafe in Aspinwall, we are offering sandwiches, made-to-order paninis, such as the veg out panini that I had for lunch today with sweet potatoes, cauliflower, peppers, and a house-made aioli. We have a spinach artichoke toasted cheese with a trio of vegan cheeses. We also have an amazing menu of salads and quinoa bowls, and a full espresso bar, which we've launched under the guidance of some of our most revered coffee roasters and experts in town. Last Wednesday, we hosted our ribbon cutting ceremony, which was sponsored by one of the banks we work with, the Federal Home Loan Bank. We were down to the wire. My husband, Adam, pulled all of his strings and had everyone he knew helping out. There were literally 20 guys working on top of each other to get everything done. And of course, there was just one thing that stopped us from getting our health department certification prior to the ribbon cutting. There was a 3-bowl sink that when they went to pull it from the warehouse to finish the plumbing wasn't there. So it had to be reordered, and it was 5 days, 5 additional days until it was delivered. So that slowed us down a little bit, but we were able to get it installed and get our plumbing final inspection through the health department by Thursday morning. And on Friday morning, we received our final health department operational inspection. By that point, we had been doing a little bit of a pop-up from the Pittsburgh Juice Company, just selling prepackaged foods and giving away coffee until we were certified. So by Friday afternoon, we were fully functional and able to serve espresso and lattes. And then we went through the weekend working out some kinks and trying to get, everything under control. I will say my biggest hurdle so far has been working with our new point of sale. I know from experience that changing points of sale is a tedious and potentially treacherous feat, and it has not been easy. Lots of moments where you feel like banging your head against the wall. It's so frustrating. With some work with the point of sale team and a lot more work on the back end, we are doing better than we were initially. The reason why I chose a new point of sale for this location is because we have a back kitchen, and previously we functioned with Shopify at our store in Lawrenceville, which enables us to get a lot of online orders in addition to our in-store orders, and they all sync really seamlessly that way. But what Shopify doesn't offer is a kitchen printer for restaurant-style setting. So, for instance, when the customer orders out front, if there's something that the kitchen staff needs to prepare in the back, there's a receipt printer or a kitchen printer in this case that theoretically would print and prompt the kitchen staff to prepare the sandwich, for example. Well, our kitchen printer isn't functioning and they are allegedly replacing it, so that hasn't really worked out very well for us. But the point of sale is getting a little bit more tolerable, and as much as I just want to throw in the towel and go back to something that I know better, we are persevering and trying to work with this new point of sale. Stay tuned. I'm not even going to say what it is because I don't have anything good to say about it. But what I do have something really good to say about is the Aspinwall community, which has been so welcoming, exactly everything that we could have hoped for in a community. We've had a lot of visits from neighbors and people who've been watching the construction, and people are just so grateful that a small business that they can support is going into that space. And you know what? We are so grateful to be there. We're excited about the future, and we're excited to bring a healthy, fresh menu to a community that is fully ready to take advantage of it. Other than the point of sale, I think that one of the most difficult things this week has been trying to manage working through this final push and this opening push, being parents of 2 toddlers who just want to get into everything, tear everything apart. One night last week, Adam and I both needed to do some work at the cafe. He was maybe working on getting the TV menus up and running and putting the CO2 in the kegerator for the kombucha. And I was trying to work on the point of sale and pricing. And we were like, let's just take the kids to the store and they'll play and we can work. Yeah, right. They were tearing apart the flower bouquets that we're trying to sell. They were pulling things off the shelves and getting in behind the counter and trying to play with all the pens and scissors. And the final straw for me was when one of them went into the bathroom and tried to play in the urinal. At that point, I was like, I am taking these boys home. It's really different. Last time I launched a store, I didn't have these two cute attachments on me all the time, and I could pull an all-nighter. I could do as I pleased, and it was hard work, but it was different. And of course, we love them. We want to spend all our time with them, but it's not easy. We are blessed with the help of an au pair, O'Hara, who actually cares for our children 45 hours a week, which is more than we have ever experienced or have been blessed with before. The fact is, though, that children are 24/7, and particularly toddlers. We have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they both have some big personalities. If one of them's sleeping, the other one's probably throwing a temper tantrum. So we're constantly pulled between these moments of this desire to have the kids be involved in everything we're doing and have them see us build this business and this store, and also how complicated it is to have them in the store. A couple days ago during our soft opening, another family with 2 similarly aged young children came by the store, and our kids they took their shoes off and they were climbing on this big giant couch that we have up on the back of it, acting like it was a jungle gym. And I was with a woman at the cash register checking her out, and she said, "Do you know these children?" And I said, "Yes, 2 of them are mine." And she said, "Okay." She said, "You have a lot more patience than I would." The next day, my husband brought the kids and was switching the car seats in our car. And the 3-year-old was climbing around in my husband's Jeep and started honking the horn. I was behind the counter helping with the customers, and the car was right outside with the garage doors open, and he's just laying on the horn. It was hilarious and mortifying and everything in between. And that's just life lately. Things are going very well at the new store. Simultaneously, we are horrifically understaffed in our business as a whole. We just added many more shifts between food and smoothies and coffee in our new location. And we lost a few employees who went back to school last week who live out of town and were just here for the summer. So we are doing everything we can to grow this business, keep our doors open, and get new staff on board with us. At the same time, we don't really know how it's going to work out or who our team members are going to be, but we're excited about it. And I'm doing everything I can to make sure that our staff is taken care of. It is a moment where we're all working really hard all the time. And I hope that everyone sees the big picture, that this is temporary. I hope they don't get burnt out. And in the long run, the new location will only strengthen our ability to continue to raise our pay standards and be equitable and provide living wages. With the growing costs of living in this world, it's so important. So I do believe that this will be my final episode in this season. Thank you so much for listening in and being here with me for this journey. It's not over yet. Like I said before, we still have a lot of work to do to get our full staff in place on a permanent basis. But it's good work, and it's a good work environment, and I'm confident that we will grow our team and that we will find the right players. I'm so excited about the company culture and the community that we're building. We are just waiting for one final certification. We have all of our paperwork in with the Department of Agriculture to move our wholesale juice production facility from our tiny kitchen in the Strip District to the new facility in Aspinwall. It's such an improvement. We have brewery-style floor drains and walk-in coolers right beside the production space. It's going to be a game changer for our entire production team to move their daily operations to the new facility. So the Department of Agriculture is visiting us next Monday, and after that, we should be able to fully move everything and get organized. It's a little bit, disjointed right now because we have our coffee kitchen and our food kitchen in the new space, but our juice production and our wholesale production are still running out of the space in the Strip District. And then we still have our cold storage offsite and our Lawrenceville location that will continue to service normally. And they're actually supporting us right now with smoothie making and all the blended drinks that we sell in bottles until we have more staff in our location here in Aspinwall. So, like I said, we're not quite there yet, but almost. And from here on out, it's really just a lot of heavy lifting and moving and organizing. So come see us in Aspinwall. The address is 103 Delafield Road. We are right there on the corner of Freeport Road and Delafield Road in the heart of Aspinwall, next to Waterworks and St. Margaret's Hospital. Really close to the Riverfront Park as well. Easily accessible from Route 28 if you just take the Delafield Road exit. We haven't really done much advertising, and today was our first day open, but the community and the support has exceeded our expectations, and we look forward to getting visits from all sorts of, loyal friends and customers throughout the next weeks. I'm going to miss doing these little narratives, but the fact is that I have some real hands-on work to do to get things fully up and running, and I look forward to the next chapter of this podcast, which will be an interview format, interviewing some super interesting people focusing on the wellness world. If you would like to be featured in an interview, or if you have any ideas, please send me either a voicemail via the Spotify podcasting voicemail, or you can send me a DM at my Instagram, which is Green Juice and Yoga. You can also find us at Vibrant Sunshine Cafe on Instagram, and of course, Pittsburgh Juice on Instagram. It's been a pleasure. Thank you again. And this is Naomi Hoppel signing off on Vibrant Sunshine Behind the Scenes Season 1. Take care, you guys. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to give us a follow at Vibrant Sunshine Behind the Scenes. You can find photos posted on my Instagram, that's Green Juice and Yoga, Naomi Hoppel, and also on the Vibrant Sunshine Cafe Instagram.